Welcome to Learning with Mo. In this tutorial, we'll take a look at one of the really best use cases for Copilot for Excel. Here is the actual output. I started this with two separate Excel files and I asked Copilot to take a look at the two files for me and provide some insight. And you can see it's done a really good job giving me charts, giving me tables, providing key insights. And I did not even have to open the Excel file. I did not have to build a pivot table. I did not have to use Power Pivot. I did not have to use Power BI. I did not have to use Power Query. Here are the actual, let's take a look at the actual tables. So here is a customer table, which is a separate Excel file. And here is the actual order table, which is also a separate Excel file. So the question is, how can we leverage Copilot to be able to give us insights into our data without having to use a lot of functions, formulas, and power tools? The first step is to open up your Copilot chat. And what I want to do is I want to click on Add and Manage Sources here. This will allow me to attach files that I already have on the cloud, or I can go ahead and upload those two files. So the first step, I'll click on Add and Manage Sources. I can either attach cloud files or I can add work content. I'll go ahead. Now here are the actual tables. I'll go ahead and open this one. And then I'll go ahead and attach the orders there as well. So the orders should be showing up. It's right here. There you go. Now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and give it my first prompt. And I'll just say, you are a sales analyst. Prepare the attached data for summary. So this is a big key in the Copilot world. You can start your prompt off by giving it an actual role. This will give you more tailored results based on role or based on industry. So take a look at the two files for me, create a relationship, and give me some insight. So that's what I want to do here. I'm skipping Power BI, Power Query, pivot tables. I'll go ahead and click on send, and let's see what happens here. Let's see how long it actually takes to reason through both data sets. And let's see what type of insights it will actually give me. Right now it's just coding and executing. A little bit of coding in there. So it should show up pretty quickly here. I'll go ahead and pause. So here we go. It actually reasoned in two steps. So you can see now I've prepared and structured the data for analysis and reporting. So here is the sales data prepared. It's actually giving me an output file that I can actually use, but it's giving me some interesting observations in here as well. Here's the executive summary, customer count, order count, total revenue, gross profit, revenue and order counts by product, revenue and order counts by region. I'm going to ask it if it has any suggestions. Okay, so any suggestions to improve the report? So let's see if there's any suggestions that it gives here. So this one, I can just go ahead and download the Excel file, but I don't really want another Excel file. What I want to do is prepare this data to present the actual data. So here we go. Some pretty nice insight. The current workbook is a good data preparation layer, but for executive sales reporting, I'd recommend adding the following. So here's a KPI dashboard showing the profit margin, total revenue, right, number of customers. So some pretty nice insights in here. And this is the bonus. You will receive more insights than you are actually looking for. And let's see, if I scroll down here, here's the sales rep performance. So I can actually get this. So this is giving me the structure, not necessarily, actual analysis and actual numbers. So this is actually what it's preparing for me. If I scroll down, it may ask me if it wants me to create these for me. So let's scroll down here to the end. And let's see, add a section on customer retention, includes sales forecast projections, visualize discount versus profit impact. Well, what I'm going to say, I can ask something very specific. I'm going to say, show me revenue by, let's see, region and product. Okay, so typically when you're prompting Copilot, you want to give it a goal, which is to show me the revenue. and give it a context. Okay, so the actual source is the actual two Excel files here. So I'm giving a goal, context, and an output. So for the output, I'm just going to say, let's see, show me revenue by region and product as a table and charts. So let's see what that will give me. I'll go ahead and press send. Now, while we're waiting, you can already see the benefit of leveraging Copilot with Excel. We did not have to open the Excel files. It's good to know what's in them. Once you understand the data, you can ask Copilot to do the work for you. We're saving a lot of time here. I did not have to open the file, bring both of those Excel tables into a single model, clean up the data with Power Query, or create a single cohesive pivot table. So I'm skipping a lot of steps here, but here you go. This is what I'm looking for. A nice table shows the revenue by region. So we can see which region had the highest sales here. Here is a chart as well that shows the revenue by region, and a separate table for the revenue by product, another chart for the revenue by product as well. It's also providing key sales insights, right? So you can see the East is the leading region. It could be a model for best practices. Great to know. These are the two programs or products, if you will, that generates most of the revenue. And Security Cloud is the lowest. Okay, so it's even giving me more information, giving me a heat map showing the region and the product revenue. So this is pretty good. So the next step for me would be to actually ask this to create a presentation for me, a slide deck, so that I can go ahead and present the actual data. But mission accomplished. I was able to upload those two Excel files into Copilot, ask it specific questions, and now I have a lot of information to be able to work with, to be able to go ahead and present this data. We are good to go.